Warning, if you are not a self starter and you need someone to tell you what to do, how to do it, and how to get things done, or if you like having very predictable work and a specific number of hours that you work each week, then MLM and network marketing is not for you. However, if you like to be in control of how many hours you work, if you like to decide what projects you want to work on and what you don't want to work on, and you like having the ability to make whatever you want to make and be able to get paid what you're worth, then network marketing and MLM might just be for you. Make sure that you stay all the way to the end because I'm going to give you my MLM personality checklist so that you can better determine if MLM is the right business decision for you and if you have what it takes to succeed in network marketing. Today, I'm sharing with you the 8 top reasons why people join an MLM company. Let me know in the comments why you want to join an MLM company, or if you're already in MLM, tell me what your favorite part of being an MLM is. Reason number 8 why MLM is way better than a job. You have the ability to make what you're worth. You're no longer limited by what your boss wants to pay you, and you're no longer trading your time for a paycheck. I was a piano teacher for a couple of years, and I really liked that I got to decide what my hourly wage was going to be. I got to determine how much I charged my students. However, there was still a flaw with that. At a certain point, that dollar amount does in fact cap out. I can't charge my piano students $200 for a half an hour lesson because parents simply aren't going to pay me that amount. If you were going to go into your boss today and ask for a raise, what would your boss tell you? Chances are pretty good that your boss would not agree to paying you more money for the job that you're already doing. In fact, he may even find someone that's willing to work for even less than you're already working for. If you're getting more done in the hours than someone else in your department, is your boss going to pay you more? Not likely. In fact, if you're like my friend Jill, you also get to pick up that person's slack in addition to the workload that you already have. You're still going to get the same exact rate of pay as the guy sitting next to you, but now you're doing twice the amount of work. My husband worked for a big corporation and it drove him nuts because he worked really hard while some of the other employees would just hang out in the hall and play ping pong on the ping pong tables that they had set out there. They were both getting the same exact pay at the end of the month, but they weren't doing the same amount of work. In a traditional job, you are only allowed to make your salary, whatever that salary is, regardless of how hard you work or the amount of business and sales you generate for your company. That is not the case when you're in an MLM company. In MLM, the amount you make depends on how much work you do. You have the ability to determine how much you make each month based upon what you do individually. Reason number 7 why MLM is better than a job is that you have the ability to work from wherever you are and wherever you want to be. When I taught piano, I couldn't take the piano to the baseball field so that I could watch my kids' game while I was also teaching my students. I was tied to the piano in my home and I had to be there. When you work with an MLM company, you can work from anywhere as long as you've got a cell phone. You can work while you're at Starbucks or at the beach or the park or the baseball field while you're fishing or while you're on vacation. You're no longer tied down to a specific location. You don't need to be in an office. You can literally work from anywhere on the planet that you want to be. Reason number 6 why MLM is better than a job: you do not have a boss looking over your shoulder and you get to schedule your own hours. Are you a morning person or are you more of a night person? If you went into your boss today and told that boss that the hours you're scheduled to work don't really work well with the hours that you like to sleep or the other activities that you have scheduled for that week, your boss is probably going to go tell you to find another job, go take a hike. When you're in MLM, you get to choose when you want to work. You can get up in the morning and work if this is when you do your best work and you're the most alert. If you're a night person, you work better during night hours. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to work that traditional 9 to 5 schedule with the few breaks for lunch and maybe a quick bathroom break. You get to decide how many hours you work each week and what you want to do. If you want to go coach your child's sports teams or watch their games, or if you want to make sure that you are at every single one of your child's dance practices, you can do that. If you want to take a vacation, you can. If you wake up in the morning and decide that you want to go on a camping trip or want to take the day off and go golfing, go for it. There is no paperwork to fill out and you don't need to ask permission to go. You can literally make your own schedule to fit around your life, the job that you currently have, and the activities that you want to do. I was talking to a friend the other day who recently transitioned from working at the office to working from home. He told me that he's able to get so much more work done in a shorter amount of time because he doesn't have the distractions from his coworkers that want to chat or are asking for help for other projects that they're involved in that he doesn't need to do. He was joking about how that's allowed him the opportunity to be the assistant principal and help his wife as she is now homeschooling their 2 children. When the schools were forced to close due to COVID-19, he wasn't worried about childcare anymore because he knew he was going to be able to be at home with them. Number 5 reason that MLM is better than a job. When you're in an MLM company, you get to handpick who you work with. Have you ever kind of snuck in the back door and hoped that they wouldn't see you? Is there that one person that just drives you absolutely batty at work? You don't want to be with them and you definitely don't want to work with them. Maybe it's their attitude. Maybe it's because you're always picking up their slack for the things that they didn't do but need to be done. And maybe you're not even getting credit for it, but they have to be done regardlessly. So you're the one that every single month is trying to do your workload plus their workload. Maybe they just flat out annoy you. When you're an MLM, that's no longer an issue. You get to build a team of people that are all working towards that common goal, and you get to pick the people that you want to be with. Reason number 4 for why MLM is better than a job, tax write-offs. When you join an MLM company, you are now a business owner. Congratulations. Make sure you talk to an accountant about exactly how to do this for your MLM business, but there are things that you can write off since you are now a business owner. You may be able to write off some of your expenses like your home office or your cell phone or your car and some vacations. There are so many ways to maximize your earning potential when you own a business. Reason number 3 why MLM is better than a job is for the recognition and the rewards. When you do something great at work, do they always recognize you what you do? I have a friend who works really hard at her job. She is one of those people that outperforms everybody in her entire department. And every single year, the department recognizes her achievements and going the extra mile by giving her a cheap plastic dollar trophy. Her boss drives 5 hours to present it to her each year. And not only does she not feel rewarded or recognized, but let's be honest, she'd rather have the cash that it took to fill up the boss's car with gas to be able to drive that trophy to her. One of the most awesome things about MLM is that not only is everyone in your company going to publicly recognize you for your achievements, but you're also going to qualify for other bonuses. In addition to the weekly and monthly commissions that you're being paid, you may also earn things like bonus trips or cash bonuses or other prizes along the way. When you reach a certain level in the MLM company that I'm with, the company actually gives you a title for your very own customized Jeep. The Jeep is yours, and it's completely paid for in full, even if you walked away from the company the very next day. The best part for me is when I see my inbox explode with messages from other people thanking me for blessing their lives and for changing the future for their family. Reason number 2 why MLM is better than a job is that you get all of the benefits of owning your own business without any of the hassles. You don't need to create a product or ship out that product. You don't have to worry about taking payments or storing inventory. The MLM company takes care of all of that for you. I have a friend that owns an ice cream franchise. The franchise fees to get started were super expensive, and every single month she has all of the expenses that comes with owning a traditional business. Things like paying the electric bill, the water bill, the rent for her location, figuring out how many supplies to buy and what supplies to buy, paying her employees, just all of those headaches and hassles that can fluctuate each month. If there's money left over after all of her expenses, then she gets to pay herself as being a business owner. It's very inexpensive to start an MLM business, and there is very little of those monthly overhead expenses. The MLM company I'm a part of offers free training and support. They give you a free website, and they have even developed an app to help their MLM owners maximize their earning potential. When you're an MLM, you get all of those benefits of owning your own business, but with very little risk. And that leads us to the number one reason why MLM is better than a job, is that you're going to get paid for not only your own efforts, but also for the work that the other people on your team are doing. How awesome would that be if you got paid for all of the hours that everybody works in your company? In MLM, as other people join you and want to be part of your MLM team, you're also going to get a commission based on their sales. Maybe you only have time to work on your MLM business for 5 hours every week, but Johnny's also working 5 hours, and Tommy's working 5 hours, and Susie's working 5 hours. Because you get commissions on all of the combined efforts of everybody on your team, it is equivalent to you working for those 20 hours instead of just being the 5 hours that you were able to work on your MLM business that week. Do you have what it takes to be successful in MLM? Click that link down below and get my MLM Personality Checklist. It walks you through the qualities that you need as an MLM business owner, and it will help you determine whether owning an MLM business is right for you. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I put out new videos every week to help you grow your MLM business using social media.